When choosing a database for a chat application, there are several factors to consider, and the choice between PostgreSQL and MongoDB depends on your specific requirements. Chat applications can be highly data-intensive due to the real-time nature. Messages need to be processed, stored, and retrieved very quickly. Efficient searching through possibly vast amounts of message history requires robust indexing strategies. Let's decide, based on the advantages and disadvantages, whether a relational or non-relational database is a better solution. Let's start with the PostgreSQL relational database. PostgreSQL has a strong data integrity. This ensures data integrity with foreign keys, constraints, and transactions. This database supports a variety of data types, supports JSON, arrays, HStore, and more. It has schema constraints, enforces schema constraints and relationships. PostgreSQL supports complex queries, joins, and indexing strategies. Also, this database is ACID compliance. ACID compliance is a set of properties that ensure reliable processing of database transactions. ACID stands for atomacy, consistency, isolations, and durability. These properties guarantee that database transactions are processed reliably and the database remains in a consistent state, even in the presence of errors, failures, and concurrent access. MongoDB, on the other hand, is easy to use, has simple setup, and easy to get started with. Schemaless design makes it easier to iterate and evolve the data model. This non-relational database is fast. It's efficient for large datasets with high read and write throughput. MongoDB scales horizontally, supports sharding, making it easier to scale horizontally. Document-based model is allowing for a flexible and dynamic schemas. Now let's talk about database use cases. PostgreSQL fits perfectly for applications requiring complex transactions. Relational database is also good for applications needing strong data integrity, and for applications handling structured data and clear relationships. MongoDB, on the other hand, is perfect for applications with rapid changing schemas. Solutions that need to handle a large volume of data distributed across many nodes. Non-relational database has document-based data where relationships are less complex, and is good for real-time analytics and processing large amounts of unstructured data. Now let's talk about performance. PostgreSQL can handle high write volumes efficiently, especially with proper indexing and tuning. However, its adherence to ACID compliance and schema constraints can introduce overhead in certain scenarios. PostgreSQL excels in complex read queries, especially those involving joins, aggregations, and nested queries. It also supports advanced indexing techniques and can optimize queries efficiently. PostgreSQL is highly performant and can handle large datasets with proper hardware and tuning. It also supports horizontal scaling with extensions like Citus. MongoDB, on the flip side, typically has higher write throughput due to its schema-less nature and the ability to write data without enforcing schema constraints. MongoDB can offer fast read performance for large datasets, especially when dealing with document-oriented data models and simple queries. It also has built-in support for indexing and aggregation. MongoDB sharding capabilities allow it to distribute data across multiple nodes, further boosting performance for large-scale applications. In summary, use Postgres if your application requires complex transactions and strong data integrity. If you need strong guarantees around transactions and relationships, Postgres might be more appropriate. Use MongoDB if your application requires high scalability and performance with large distributed datasets. Also, if you need flexible schema due to the frequent changes in data models. For a chat application, which often involves large volumes of text and media data, you might benefit from a flexible schema. MongoDB can be a good choice. See you in the next one.